So, what a fucking adventure. To fill you guys in, basically, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. For all I know, they could have just been ghosts. I am floating on exhaustion. I haven't slept. I've slept 3 hours in the last, 2 days?
I guess just the lighting is all funky.
I want to die.
Go to sleep.
It's B-roll. I could drive with no sleep. Welcome to Byron's garage. This is not my garage. I'm not Byron.
This is an airport.
What the fuck are wrong? Do you think this video would blow up? This video is not gonna blow up. There's no way. There's no way anyone gives a shit about these two fucking cars. We didn't even drive them back. There's no story. The story was I wanted us both to drive them back. That fucking, God, I love that car so much. But it literally was pissing oil. I could have poured oil on the ground and it would have been fucking slower than the fucking engine spitting it out.
Jeez.
There's a lot of oil.
So we flew out to Tennessee.
Sorry. I tried to buy a red hatch. That car had a bunch of issues with like being put shaft, and it was a beam swap, so I didn't want to deal with the 6-speed. I find this guy with this really clean coupe. The coupe can't really drive because of really bad oil leak. Like, you can drive 45 minutes, but after that, it's probably going to lose all the oil. He has a hatch as well, so I just come up with a scheme of let's buy both of them. And I offered him 15, which is a good deal. He said 15.5. Okay with it. Let's go. I was 100% down for it. I didn't even negotiate. I was like, yeah, that's a good price. The hatch was a lot rougher than it looked. No way was I going to be able to drive that thing back reliably, or really it could have probably made it. I do think it would have made it, but it was such a magnet for cops. And I couldn't see anything out the hatch because it has like the plexiglass, which kind of sucks. I didn't notice it at first, but honestly, I mean, for what I paid, I got a really good deal. I can't complain. Honestly, the shipping and the flights, I got an okay deal. Don't let me buy cars again. It kind of get in over my head, and I kind of thought maybe Byron could drive stick. He can't drive stick for shit.
No, I'm still learning. Still not garage.
So I bought tickets for the wrong flight. The wrong day, actually. We flew out through another sketchy ass airline. And then the plane fucking basically had to do an emergency landing in fucking Asheville, which is like in North Carolina. Do you saw how smooth that landing was compared to the other one? It was like the first one was fucking like this, and this guy was just done.
Yeah.
The other one bounced like 7 times.
So for context, we woke up at 4 a.m. I woke up at 4 a.m.
So you're gonna do this?
We're here.
Alright. Shit.
Got
I didn't
prepared.
sleep.
Yeah, he didn't sleep. Got prepared to go. Along the way, I confirmed, hey, it's this airport, right? He double checks the airport, and then he sees the date October 1st.
This is my friend Byron. I fucked up.
And then that's when we realized, oh my god. So we prevailed. We said, let's just go to the airport. Let's be Karens about it, maybe.
And then we couldn't really get a flight, and then Byron was like, you know, whatever, and then, wait, didn't you say it was bad omen? No, my dad said it was a bad omen.
Yeah.
Some shit.
The way she was driving was all bad.
And I'm like, I don't know, man.
But
everything kind of linked together.
We found a flight. That was basically around the same hour.
Didn't didn't know he lived in basically the. So the whole problem was that we get to his house. Like getting to the airport was easy, getting to his house was easy, but doing the opposite was harder. So we finally negotiate on the deal. I pay him, we get it done. Great guy. Honestly, I owe it to him to paint that car red because he wanted it. That's what he wanted to do, and I agree that hatch should be red. We find out that Uber won't pick us up. There's one Uber driver in his entire town. He's not taking us to the airport. The flight leaves at 6:07 and it's 5:10. And he goes, look, I'll drive you guys. And we're like, bless you, gorgeous man.
I offered to pay him. He's like, no, guys, it's all good.
We're setting him Hot Wheels. I'm setting him a box of Hot Wheels. Yeah. Honestly, like whatever he needs, like candies, I don't care, man. That guy deserves it. Cigarettes. We finally get to the airport. We get to the fucking desk. The first tickets I bought, I have to wait for them to give me a credit. They haven't given me a credit yet. So then I end up having to pay the tickets, and what I thought was $260 for two, it was not. It was $260 for one. So whatever. Money is not important. I wanted to go home because I didn't want to stay there because for whatever reason leaving either Saturday or Sunday, it's like $750. And then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it was like, I think like $300 a person. And then the only time it was cheap to fly would be Tuesday or Thursday. We cannot do that. We can't be stuck in Tennessee like that, you know?
Tennessee is nice, but
not $750.
Good barbecue. Although we didn't have any.
We didn't have any food. We didn't eat there. We ate at the airport.
We only had airport food. We had Quiznos.
Quiznos.
So it was a luxury, I guess, in a sense.
So whatever. So we got back. Before we flew out, we had helped some people. Like there was a guy who dropped his AirPods. Byron helped this lady with her change. So the good karma, apparently. We got upgraded to first class, which was an experience on its own. We ended up getting first class. I slept for the first time. And now I'm more nervous than I ever have been because I have to hope on shippers to go to this middle of nowhere, in a sense, with these giant trucks and see if they can pick these cars up. And I'm utterly terrified of it. Utterly terrified of that.
I'm sure it's gonna be fine. It'll be fine.
Catch us next time on Byron's Fuck Up.
Oh my god. We're gonna have a good time.
Where am I gonna park them?
In the backyard. We can finally show the viewers the backyard.
Let's get the fuck out of here. I wanna go play video games. Less than 9 hours, flying everywhere. Follow me on Twitter. Pretty much.
Yeah, more I would say.
I basically have lost my mind, and I'm now a shell of a human being that apparently owns two 86's.